Hi guys, it's Jamie here again, and today I'm doing a video because I have nothing else to do, and I've not done one in like 2 days, so I decided to make one now, and also because I have something to actually make a video on. I did a sketchbook tour a couple of weeks ago, and I finished my second one. So I figured I'd share this one with you. And this is going to be a flip through, but instead of it being like the camera is like looking directly down at all the things that I've drawn, it's going to be more like I'm just going to flip through them and show you each page. Some of them, like this was a journal / diary / sketchbook, because I did write some things down in here, and then other times I drew things and sometimes wrote and drew things. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, this is the first side. First of all, I drew a lot of different things on the front of it. Like I drew some lips, some hearts. At a time, there was like a heart that had like someone's initial in it and everything, and there actually still is one, and then I do some lips and my name and all that good jazz. There's a lot of graphite on there too. Basically graphite is just pencil. Here's my favorite art quote. Like I have a lot of favorite quotes, but this is my favorite one for art, and it says, "The goal isn't to live forever, it's to make something that will." And I put like a whole bunch of different colors on the words and stuff. And then my first picture in here, it's nothing special. It's just like a wedding bouquet and like a couple of rings down there. I didn't color it, so it's kind of hard to see. And I put some ribbons around the flower bouquet. And then I drew another eye. I don't know why I just got really big into drawing eyes for some reason. And then at the time, I had gone through something like I had gotten a broken heart, and so this was my "Does he love me, does he not" flower. I didn't finish coloring it just because it was like a dumb drawing. And then I drew this weird pattern thing. I got a Sharpie. I got a couple Sharpie pens too, so majority of this is either drawn with pencil and then outlined in Sharpie pen, or it's just drawn with Sharpie pen. And then I got a bunch of different Sharpies too, so that was awesome. And then I drew this little thing. Originally it was supposed to be like a target, but it ended up just being some weird star type thing. And then there was another page in here, but it's like, you know that collage thing I showed you in my room tour video? That was what that was supposed to be. If you can see like those little like rip right there thing. Right there. I'm sorry if I'm like doing that a lot. Allergies for some reason. And then I do this like weird paranormal thing, like of a girl, and she's walking through the city and she's trying to figure out if she's alive or if she's dead. So that's where the thought bubble comes into play. And then I drew this weird star thing. It was originally supposed to be like a sheriff star, but it messed up. And then I messed up on this one specifically, so I stopped working on it. And then it like bled through onto the other page, so I made this. I like this one out of all of them the best. I think it looks cool. And then I did this weird like octagon type thing, but I didn't do anything with it. And then this is like a weird thing. This is like one of those pages where like I drew something weird, and basically a lot of people wrote on it. So I drew this cat, and I put an afro on it, and someone put Selena Gomez like and pointed an arrow towards the cat. And then someone wrote, "My next concert my next concert's in Denver. And then someone wrote, I'm confused. And then one of my friends wrote, ha. That was Shayla. And then so, being that someone put Selena Gomez towards the cat, I wrote the lyrics, when you're ready, come and get it, meow, meow, meow. I was just making a joke about it. Oh, can't show this page. I need to tear this one out. Let's just say I liked a guy at the time, and so I wrote his name in here. Oh, I'm so bad about that. Oh, I need to stop doing that. I don't like him anymore because he's a complete jerk. And, okay, I'm not talking about someone I'm talking to currently. I'm talking about someone I talked to at the beginning of the year. Not fun times. But it's all good now. I'm friends with a much better dude right now, so it's better, I guess. And so, okay, I drew another eye. This one I actually colored. I never actually did the outside of it because I'm only good at drawing the, what do you call it? Iris. I'm only good at drawing the iris and the color ring around it, and then the white part, and then the, like, skin or whatever color on the sides. Attempted drawing a cat right there. Of course, I messed up on it, as you can see the weirdness about it. And then I drew lips, French lips. It's funny because originally I was trying to draw the American flag, but then I realized that it looks more like the French flag. So I just thought it was funny because you give people French kisses. So I thought, I'm going to name this one French Lips. And that's its name. It's not titled anywhere on this, but that's what it's called. This is probably one of the best ones in my sketchbook, or in this one. And then I do this weird, like, camo worm type thing. I was just trying out a bunch of different patterns to see how it looked. And also I got a bunch of metallic Sharpie markers at the time, so yeah, I was testing those out too. Okay, this one is not done yet, but it's like this little quote that I made up, and it's called, and it says, isolation means insanity. And I did my own little font, like the curly Q font. And there's like this girl, and she's like in this like isolated place with all these like red swirls around her, and it's like she's kind of going insane or whatever. Gosh, why is my nose so itchy? And I happen to be a jokester. I had to make a drawing of moon cheese. I never colored this. I feel like I should though, but there's that. And then this one is not done either. It's a Cheez-It in process. It looks like red or pink or orange or whatever, but it's not. It's orange. My camera's being weird. Okay. And then, okay, this was for school. We were studying hurricanes and like the lines and everything. Oh, not an interesting topic, but we did it. And then I drew a little ring pop right there. That was my first attempt at it. It doesn't look that great, but it's a start. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I posted this on my Instagram, and it's so amazing. It's like a little baby Chewbacca. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I put Chewbacca, and I wrote, May the Force be with you, because this was around the time that the Star Wars, The Force Awakens came out. And then I went and did the brr, grr thing that Chewbacca does. It's not the best attempt at it because he has like a little satchel too, but if someone made this into a plushie, I would actually be very happy. And then I tried to draw Pikachu, but ended up not looking that good because the lightning bolt on his tail looked awful. But that's what a sketchbook is for, you guys. It's for practice. It's not in drawing ideas for different pieces and stuff. Okay, being the nerd that I am, I had to like write down this little saying that people in my school used to say a bunch during 1st through 3rd grade, and it was like, "Welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order? Cheeseburger, small fry, ice cream, soda, cherry pie." And so I drew all the foods that are mentioned in the little saying. And then I tried, a lot of people ask me what this is when they look through my sketchbook, and it's actually supposed to be a s'more. It does not look like one though, because I was trying to draw more 3D things. And so, since I messed up on the actual s'more, I decided to do like a bunch of like random movie things. And so this one is like, "I'm melting," and someone is going like, "Hee hee 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 ha 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 ha." This is like based off of the Wizard of Oz thing. And then I tried to draw, I think this is the Chevy thing, Chevy logo. Did not end up doing that great, but there's the first attempt. And then I tried to draw like little gears, like a little pen and like gears going around and around, but it didn't work out. And then this one I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go back to it or not. But there's like this little like picture I found like from Tumblr, and it was like the play is like the happiness, the pause is the pain. I think that is, wait, that is, I don't even know. It's something, something, something. It's like the play button, the pause button, the stop button, and then the fast forward button. I'm not even sure what it was supposed to be, but I tried to do like a little iPod thing or whatever. And then I tried to draw like a monster mouth. It looks actually pretty good when you look at it, but I don't know. And then, okay, I saw a picture of this on my Instagram, and it was like a McDonald's Happy Meal container with the smile flipped upside down, so it was like a frowning thing. So I drew my own, and I wrote, "I'm not loving it," on the bottom of it. I think it's so clever. Okay. I took a long while trying to finish this sketchbook, so a lot of these are like going to be like from very far back in the year. And this one is when I was like very depressed and everything, so don't worry. This is not how I think anymore. But it's in here, and I don't know if I should rip it out or not. But it's of an arm with cuts on it. And also I kept seeing a bunch of photos of this on Instagram, so I had to draw it to get it out of my mind. And then, okay, I think I drew this because it was going to be Valentine's Day soon, and I was still recovering from the whole, like, broken heart thing. And so I drew this little heart that says, "Never Forever," on it, because it's the truth. Like, you only ever find one person that you ever spend the rest of your life with, and, yeah. And then I do this little quote. I love this quote because it's, like, so much like me. "Quiet people have the loudest minds," which is very true, because I may not speak a lot, but I'm thinking a lot all the time. Hence why I call myself the overanalyzer, because maybe in quiet like I am and shy like I am, I have the tendency to overthink things way too much. And that's not always a good thing. And I just little picture with pencil, and it kind of got smudged. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Like, I do the weird infinity thing right there, and then like a weird box tearing itself up. I don't even know. It's just random stuff. And then this was kind of what gave me the inspiration for the insanity means, or isolation means insanity thing, and it was like a weird insane eye or whatever. And this was like the schedule for like freshman orientation and stuff, so I wrote that down in my sketchbook. Weird soccer ball, on fire. I want to draw a soccer ball so badly because like it has so many things that are wrong with it. Because I either always draw like an odd number of octagons or pentagons. I don't know, something like that. And so I never draw the right amount of those like patterns. And so it always ends up looking weird. This is a good drawing. It's of an eye. It's probably the most realistic eye I have in the entire sketchbook. Nothing on that page. A lot of these pages I didn't draw anything on because I either got bled through the ink of the markers, bled through into the next page, so I couldn't use them, sadly. This is a little morbid too, but this is like a little picture that I found on Instagram, and it was like comparing yourself to the usual girl. Like a girl comparing herself to what she thinks a typical girl should look like. It's like me being the chubby one and her being the skinny one. I keep seeing that one a lot, and it bugs me a little bit because I feel like, you know, if people can't, like, you know, get past all, like, the weight issues and everything and can't just get over that, then they're just not worth talking to, if you know what I mean. And then we had this accelerated math thing to do every Thursday, so I took my sketchbook and did some math problems in it. Random girl head. I don't even know what was going on with that. I think I was just bored, so I was scribbling something in there. Okay. I drew like a weird eye. It's coming off orange, but it's red. Gosh, my webcam is being so weird today. And it actually looks good, only I wish I maybe shouldn't have drawn the whole like laser beams or whatever shooting out. And then, okay, there's this guy who, for once in the entire school year, wore jeans and actual sneakers. Because he would always wear just like a hoodie, shorts, and sneakers, even in the wintertime. And I was like, you're insane, dude. So I wrote a little message in there. That was at the time I liked him. And yeah, it was weird like that. I wrote down things that were like totally irrelevant to the world, but I just thought that was amazing because that was like the only other time he actually wore pants. Like that's an amazing thing to see or accomplish. I don't even really know. That was weird. Random line. I don't know. Okay, I found this picture, like a pixelated strawberry, and I was trying to draw it, but it ended up just not looking good at all. So there was the attempt at it. And that is the most awesome strawberry I've ever drawn as far as the actual shape of it goes. Okay, this picture takes up both 2 pages. It's basically supposed to be like Jesus being crucified, just so you know. It's like coming from this. It's like his hand is like the biggest part of the picture, and you keep going back, and it's like him and the cross and everything. So here it is. It's not. I don't think it's done yet. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna finish coloring it or whatever, but I might. Kind of just depends. I was trying to practice perspective there. And then, being a geek, I have to draw the Reese's logo. Attempt at a cheeseburger. A bunch of random Chinese or Japanese bowls and or boats. I don't even know. I drew that when I was in church because that was what I would do. Like when the youth stayed up, I would just doodle in my notebook and while listening to. And random thing. I don't even know what I was going to do with this. I kind of liked it, but I never knew what I was going to do with it. So it's just sitting in there. Random line again. Another random design. This kind of looks like stuff. It kind of looks like a scene from Tron or something, if you know what I mean, or like a superhero or something. I don't know. Another guy's name in here. Oh, but this one is the more recent one. Okay, so, oh gosh, I'm weird and whacked out. Okay, I was drawing a V-neck and a pearl necklace or something. I don't know. And then, okay, I was drawing this in church too. And I was just drawing like random lines and stuff. And so this is like a cat on top of a tuna can. I think it looks pretty good though. And then, okay, this is an inspiration from this picture I took with one of my guy friends. And, he was wearing an Adidas sweatshirt at the time, so I took inspiration from that and tried to draw like an Adidas bunny. If you can see, like, the left arm looks just weird on it, so I kind of was mad at that, but it's fine. Oh, this is my good Nike logo. Dang it. Yeah, that was my best Nike logo that I drew. And then random curly Q leaf thing. I don't know. Random fox drawing. Ooh, Nyan cat. I think that was because at the time I was drawing that Nyan cat. Multimedia drawing for art, so I was drawing Nyan cat and practicing drawing her. I kept forgetting the tail every time though. Practicing logos, so I have the DC logo, which looks absolutely terrible. Then I have the Reds logo, which looks absolutely terrible. The Chanel logo, I'm pretty sure that's what both these are supposed to be. And then the Vans logo, that's the only one that turned out good. Then, okay, I was drawing this random thing just because I was like, bored in church, and so I was drawing the loading screen. Because at 60%, that's like the time when you start getting excited, because it's like, almost done, almost done. My second attempt at the Nike logo. This one looks okay, but it just, the swoosh, there's not enough right there. And I put the "just do it" saying on there. Little gumdrop. The line went through the tongue, so I stopped drawing. Random number right there. Practicing logos again. This is the Yankees logo that I was attempting to draw. I drew it good one time, and that was on a Post-it note. But, yeah. And then in my youth group, I did this collage of, like, everyone's names that's currently in it. Some are moving on, like my brother is moving on, and this one girl is moving on, and this other guy is moving on because they were all 17 this year, and they turned 18, and they graduated all this year. So, I don't think they're going to be in there anymore. Random angel girl. Okay. This was when Ted Cruz was still in the running for being president, or was still in the campaign race. I attempted to draw his, like, slogan or saying or whatever, and I ended up forgetting the R, so it just got tusted. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But then since he's out of the running now, I just scribbled it out a couple days ago. Oh, okay. The next two pages are just like a message that I'm going to give at some point, like youth ideas and stuff for like different skits at my church or whatever. Random bowl thing. I was just trying to finish up the book and use up pages and stuff. I'm sorry, my nose is getting so freaking itchy for some reason. Then I have this, like, random cave scene, apparently. I was practicing using running my name, with my right hand, because I write with my left hand, so I was attempting to do it with my right hand, and I failed. I was doing it in cursive, too. Another attempt at an I, but never finished. Another attempt at an I. I wrote family in here for some reason. Random girl drawing. I think I was actually really proud of this, but then I messed it up by trying to draw like a shirt on her and everything. Random girl. I was trying to draw hair in a different way, but I don't know. Drawing lips, and it was going to take out both pages again, but I ended up stopping after coloring that part of it. My second attempt at drawing a cat. This one looks a little bit better. Attempt at drawing a face, but I stopped halfway through. I've always been trying to redraw the Wilson logo, but I would always mess up and do the N in a normal letter, so attempt at drawing a cave scene in a bath. This was like legit before homeroom in school, so I just was trying to draw stuff like Venus flytrap attempt. I don't know. I was like drawing random things and giving all these different lions mouths. This was like a coffee scene. This was like a pipe with smoke coming out of it, and then like a Starbucks cup in the background. I don't even know. Trying to draw the UK logo. Other attempt is the Wilson logo. An eye, yin yang, random circle thing. And then, down here on this page, and then the page behind it are like all different quotes for like this quote book I had to make in health class. And this was like a page where I was like doing like random lines and stuff, and then I also like wrote note to self, note to self, text mom about school, because school was only going to be like 2 hours that day or something, or whatever. And so, we were gonna get let out 2 hours early, so I was gonna text her about that. And then, random pattern thing. I drew a bunch of different patterns in it. And I wrote this little quote in there, and there's no law against being different. I got to the coloring part, but then I stopped. I was also attempting to draw there's no law against being different quote, but then, I don't know, I just didn't like where it was going. Okay, squeaking in the background. I did this little drawing, and it's like of two different, of a cigarette and a cigar. The cigar has a Tootsie Roll coming out of it, and the cigarette has a cupcake coming out of it, and there's smoke coming off both of them. It's like a little quote that says, "Smoking does not create anything good." And I like where it's going. I just never ever finished coloring it for some reason. Okay, I'm going to read this to you because this is like a long time ago when I first got the sketchbook. And so I just, for whatever reason, decided to read a little journal entry in here explaining to people, like, if anyone were to ever find the sketchbook, like if I were to have died or something, and someone would have found this and they read it, then I would wanted people to know, like, you know, this is what I felt like and everything. Or like, if I were to ever pass away, yeah, I don't know. It was a random time back then. Okay, I'm reading it. Here it is. This is me, Jamie Neese. Most of you probably don't really know me. You only know me by what I choose to show on Instagram. Well, most of you probably think I'm happy all the time. Well, I'm not. Actually, most of the time, I'm really lonely, upset, and unwanted. But it sounds like I'm just trying to get more followers and likes. Well, no, I'm trying to make a friend that won't break promises and accepts me as I am. But that seems absolutely impossible in this generation, considering that everyone is judged on how they look, and not by what their personality is like. Especially if you're like me, not that talkative and not that popular. And also because I don't really catch anyone's eye, because I'm not their first choice in a person to date. I was depressed around that time, that's all I can say, apparently. I think I was still getting over the broken heart thing, because, me, like most girls, you don't always get over it the first time around. And the second time around, you realize, okay, that person just doesn't see what the heck he just gave up, and so, yeah. Then I just wrote the other quote in there, and it's "Be you." And then, this side I wrote my sketchbook, drew myself. That's the heart that I was talking about. And then I was practicing like a check mark or whatever. And drew just a bunch of random hearts. I kind of tried to draw the, Pringles guy right there. And then when I first got it, I wrote the artist, Jamie Neese, at the bottom of it. And so that is my sketchbook. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And sorry for me scratching my nose all through the freaking video. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button right away. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please subscribe. And I will see you guys whenever, I guess. And bye.